honestly don't remember what I was thinking when I thought I was going to fix that. Alt J. I have to add another edge right there. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Let's get back to the shoulder. We might even just delete a whole bunch of that and start over on that once we get this part set up. Go back to vertices. Let's go to the back. And we really can't see what's going on here. So we may need to go into perspective. Okay, there's that. There's that. Let's go to edges, and I'm going to subdivide that one, like so. Alt J, make that a face. Whoops. Grab, move that one. This one. And we don't need to worry about that just yet. Make this one a face. Alt J. And now, let's see what happens if we put a division in here. Okay, let's grab, move that. Kind of fixing up our shoulder a little bit. And the back is a little bit different than the front. Really? You're quite wise, Nowherebrain. Yeah, well, I try, you know. Okay, so let's make that a face. Singular, that is. Okay. And I really don't want to sweep that. I can, this whole top portion, I can sweep it to add more detail. But as it gets to right here, it changes a little bit from what it is in the back. Let's see what that gives us. And we might be able to work with that. So let's go to the front. Okay. I think that's part of the back. Okay. It's part of it, but it's not it. So, as a matter of fact, that's probably part of the armpit, but we don't have it in there yet, so. Let's take this out to about halfway of where the lat is so that we can pull the rest of it out. Let's go. This is going to get tricky. There we go. those are very large. It's like we're building a muscle woman, so I'm gonna back off on that just a little bit. There we go. Try and interpolate these a little bit. Okay, let's go to the side. Okay, let's try and add another division right here. We aren't going to try, we actually did it. Join those and join those. I'll just smooth all those real quick. W, smooth, there we go. And it's going to rotate this edge. And let's try this one. There we go. Nope, not quite right. Not yet anyway. Join those. And join those. That should be relatively sufficient. Let's go to the back and just work on shaping that up a little bit. Some interpolation. Lots of playing with your vertices. Stop that, you'll go blind. Just looking at the edges, making sure they have a decent slope, but not too much. We've already got enough kind of bulk happening on her. So let's look at that from perspective. And let's grab these. Just pull them out a little bit, just on Y. Let's look at that from the side. It's kind of hard to see what we've got. Okay. So we've got some of that done. A lot of the shoulder done, as a matter of fact. Let's kind of take some of this out. And also take some of this stuff in. That's a bit much. Okay. And yeah, we have a lot more divisions in the back than we have in the front. You're a lot less likely to see the back. Well, it kind of depends on what you're doing. I doubt you're going to be modeling this for a game, but if you are, chances are, if she's the main character, then you are going to see the back a lot more prominently. So going for almost 30 minutes. Let's go ahead, and I am going to do something drastic. Let's grow that. We're actually going to start deleting some of this. See what happens if we delete these vertices. I know what's going to happen. It's going to delete the corresponding phases. So let's see what happens. X vertices, there we go. And we need to start thinking about, we'll get rid of that one, and get rid of that one, and we'll get rid of that one. Okay. I'm actually going to put a triangle right there. Alt-M at last. And we'll just deal with that later. We'll be okay with that. Rounding that out. Rounding that out. And I would almost rather have a triangle there as well, but I'm not going to. Because the way this flows, I kind of actually want this part to flow up this way. It takes a god-awful amount of geometry to start doing that stuff, so we'll do that stuff probably later. And these shoulders are pretty wide, pretty long. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just smooth that once or twice. I'm going to scale it in on X a little bit. G to grab and move. And then we'll smooth it again one more time. There we go. And let's go ahead and Alt-S, holding down Shift, and make it a little bit larger. Alt-right mouse button, grab that, let's go to the front, let's pull it out a little bit, and going to extrude it. SX0, scale that down a little bit. And those are extremely tiny little arms, but that's okay. The way we're going to add the mass is a little bit different, so let's extrude that again. Actually, let's go to the top. And I'm actually going to take that back a little bit. And now let's go back to the front, extrude that. Let's go to the top again. Okay. And front, extrude. I'm just going to put it right up there, scale it down on Z. Go to the top, and I'm going to pull that forward a little bit on Y. There we go. Let's add another division in the front view to kind of start handling these things. The muscles here, scale that up. Move. It's quite augmented. Let's grab this one and this one, scale those up. We still want it to be smaller. Okay. Tiny little things, huh? So let's go to the top. Now I'm going to add two divisions in here. One up here. Scale it up just on Y. Let's actually pull that in a little bit more. Let's scale it up on Y a little bit more as well. Take it back a little bit. Okay, add a division right here. Scale it up on Y just a little bit. This one we're going to pull, whoops, Alt-H. I accidentally hit H instead of G. And H hides your selection, and Alt-H will unhide it. So let's pull that forward a little bit. There we go. And we'll put one more division in. And we'll scale that up on Y as well. Just a little bit more interpolation. That's a pretty muscly arm in that view. So